Hello, everyone, and welcome to yet another episode of the Ndey, Oley, Taal show. I'm very happy to have you here today. Today is different. Today, I'm in my own personal space talking about something that I'm very passionate about, which is about fashion and beauty and lifestyle. And I have a lady here who's become more like a sister to me, and her name is Naomi Brandt. A lot of you will know her when you see her because I think she's becoming a proper Gambian, if you'd like. And we're going to go for a short break. When we come back, we're going to meet Naomi. Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. Welcome back to the show. If you're just joining us, you're welcome. Happy to have you. Today I have Naomi Brandt. She's an entrepreneur and a beauty connoisseur, if you'd like. Naomi, welcome to the Ndey, Oley, Taal show, and thanks for meeting me.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. It's such an honor. Tell us who Naomi is. Tell me more about you.
As you said, my name is Naomi. I'm originally from Poland, but I'm based in the Gambia for about 5 years.
Wow. How has that been for you?
Well, it has been very nice. This is why I continue to be here.
Yeah.
And to be honest, the journey wasn't easy at first, but then as I gradually started getting used to it, it became easy.
When I first met you up to now, there's one question I want to ask you. I think somebody asked you earlier when we were waiting. Why Gambia?
Well, there was a couple of reasons. First of all, my main reason was the volunteer work.
Okay.
Because I'm Jehovah's Witness, it's a religion, and our main goal is to teach people about God and to explain the holy books to them.
Okay.
So there was the opportunity to come to the Gambia to do that.
Wow.
And so that was my motivation, the main one. But when I actually came to Gambia for the first time, I just immediately began to feel like I'm at home, you know.
Wow.
Like somehow, I don't know, my ancestors are from Gambia or something like that.
You never know.
So I was like, okay, volunteer work is one thing, but then I actually like to be here and I like to live here. And shortly after my arrival, I decided this is where I want to be based.
So you stayed based on that visit, or did you go and come back?
Yes, sometimes I needed to go because our volunteer work is like non-profit, so I use my own money to sponsor it. So obviously at some point it finished, so I needed to travel back to work. So
it was from Poland to the Gambia?
Yeah, directly from Poland to the Gambia, and then I traveled a little bit to UK and to Germany as well to work.
Okay. Tell us more about the charity work that you did.
Well, like I said, we focused on teaching people about God, and actually, it's our religion is a Christian religion. But to be honest, although Gambia is a rather Muslim country, but there is a lot of people who want to learn more from the holy books and in general about God.
Yes.
And also, I always try to find some sponsors and some money for people who are really struggling with the money. So many of my friends from Poland and from UK, they were actually willing to help me multiple times.
Oh wow.
So I always try to keep some money for those in need, especially like for the emergency case when some of my friends, for example, doesn't have money to go to the hospital or something like that. So that way I feel better that at least I can do something small for someone who is in need. You
seem like you have a very big heart, very, very giving. So living in the Gambia, it must be very, very different from where you come from, obviously.
Yeah, it is.
How has it been like? The love that you fell in love with the country when you came initially, has that grown? Like in a relationship, you fall in love, it either grows or it dies. Are you in between? Where are you right now with that?
Yeah, well, obviously, like I said, beginning wasn't that easy, but mainly it was because of the stereotypes that people have about Africa in Poland, you know? Like when I announced to my friends that I'm going to move to Africa, they were like all shocked and terrified.
Yeah.
Because all the knowledge about Africa is coming from the documentary movies or something like that.
Yeah.
So they think that definitely someone is going to sell me
Yeah.
or eat me or do
Right.
whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And it took me some time to explain to them that it's not like that.
It's not like that, yes.
Yeah. So actually, the more struggle I had before coming to Gambia, yeah, rather than after.
Oh wow!
Because it took me some time to convince my family and my friends that everything is okay.
Yeah.
I'm happy. I'm more happy in Gambia than in Europe. So
wow.
yeah, but
it's funny that this interview is going to be really interesting because the concept here in Gambia, I would say, I've not been in all parts of Africa. I am Gambian, so I can only speak for as a Gambian. Everybody wants to leave Africa. A lot of Gambians want to leave and go to Europe. Yeah. It's quite different and refreshing to see somebody who's not African or Gambian falling in love with what we have here and wanting to stay. When all of us we just want to get out of here and go. Yeah, yeah. It's quite refreshing, you don't think?
Yeah, well, for me, I mean, obviously everyone is looking for something else in life. Yeah. Yeah. So if you are not happy in the place where you are, you either need to change something or you just need to try and travel. Yes, there is nothing by force. However, what I can tell about the subject, for me, when I traveled to Gambia, I became more happy, and the reason why is because life in Europe for me was more stressful. I felt way more pressure, especially in my field. Like I am in the beauty industry. Yeah. So the pressure is real, is very, very strong.
The beauty world is very vile.
Yeah.
It's hard.
Yeah. So somehow I got tired of people who are also so focused only on like material things and stuff like that. Like they don't see anything beyond that. Yes. And I don't know, I just felt like I would, at some point I just felt like I want to leave everything, just pack my suitcase, you know, and travel. And yeah, one day I just said I would do it. And I began to like preparing for it, you know.
It's quite different from working with the Jehovah's Witness, kind of advocating for the Holy Book and being in the beauty industry. Yeah. These two things they're not clashing, but they're intertwining in a very interesting way. Yeah. How did you, what's the link for you between these two things?
Well, you know, sometimes it's difficult to balance because obviously I will come from my volunteer work when I was just talking about something very rather serious, you know, like about God and things like that. Then I step into my salon and I talk about, you know, like facial creams and nails and everything. So it's like two completely different worlds. Yeah. However, you know, God is very real to me and very important, and I feel His presence in my life every single day, and I'm not ashamed of it. So oftentimes I discuss it with my customers as well. And what's nice about Gambia is that people here, they are not ashamed to say, I believe in God. Yes. And actually in Europe now it's kind of passé, you know, it's not something trendy
anymore. It's a taboo
anymore.
now. Yeah, religion is a taboo.
So if you mention religion at the salon, if you have a boss, he will say...
All the newspapers go up.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. So like people are kind of like ashamed to discuss religion. Some of them, they absolutely don't believe in God, so there's no need of discussing a subject. So this is why I appreciate Gambia as well, because you can just say something about God easily and nobody will be like,
oh my God, yeah.
She believes in God.
Yeah.
What is this?
So we're very religiously liberated. I am having so much fun with this interview already. I'm loving that you're here. It's gonna, now we're gonna transit into a different area where we just started from. But before we do that, we're gonna go for a short break. Don't go anywhere, please. When we come back, we have more of Naomi. Stay tuned.
One nation, 8 tribes. We are the smiling coast of Africa. Gap-toothed, wide smile, rich melanin skin, radiant with the colors of a rich tapestry of cultures. telling one story of unity and beauty. Wrapped in the soft folds of a mother's sir, a Khalifa's grambuba, we embody the past of our ancestors and the promise of our descendants. Follow the records of our history, this story that tells of a people watered by the river in the gleaming sun of a coastal nation. Listen to the folk tales, those old tales we grew up on. Lebon, Lupain, Amon Nafi, Danaam. Hear the music of an entire nation in the language of its heart and mother tongue. Our tongues are heavy with the song of our people. Rich and thick it rolls off like domoda, soft like yasa, bena chinla, nyokomom. Feel the beat of our pounding feet as we dance to the sounds of a throbbing drum, ageless in its rhythm. The griot's kora that speaks the wisdom of the ages. The sweet sound of a mother's lullaby bringing even sweeter sleep. We clap a melody with young and old hands, a symphony full of the pleasures of life, the joys of work and home. We are Gambian. Bi suñu cosaan la, suñu dëkk, suñu bos.
Welcome back to the show. Before we left, we were chatting to the beautiful Naomi, and we're having so much fun. And we talked on so many topics about you falling in love with Gambia and moving here, and the work you do and how you get to where you're getting to. Now, I am really, really interested in having this interview with you because for me, it's quite unique. When I first met you and we discussed about what you do and having a business here, because actually in Gambia right now, we have something that we're advocating for that's called Munga Tekefi, which is a movement that is organized by an NGO, encouraging Gambians to try and make it here, do things here. I go to a lot of nail salons. I'm very much into my beauty products and stuff. And I remember the first time I said, I want to get my nails done. I want somebody very professional. Somebody said, there's this lady that's at this place at the mall of the Gambia. And she's very good at it. I'm like, really? I'm like, yeah. I was expecting to go there and meet a Gambian. And when I came and I saw you, I'm like, am I at the right place? What is she doing? And I actually like, yeah, it's here, you know. Your service was amazing. And this just goes to show that you can have enough of beauty places. You cannot have enough of anything. You know, the more the merrier. How is business like for you in the Gambia? You know, by the way, you are the owner and the owner of Afro Blondie, which is a nail and spa salon at the Mall of the Gambia, which is amazing. You have a lot of clientele. You do a lot of things. Tell me, how has business been for you, being a woman and you're not Gambian and you are here? How has the reception been for you? Are people forthcoming to come and do things with you? Or do you have that sense of element of shock that like, she's not Gambian and she's doing this and she's doing so well?
Well, obviously there are some challenges always when you start something new. So with me, since the beginning, I decided I'll be doing something totally different than any other salon I know in Gambia, which is we are focusing on the natural hair treatments. So obviously I felt like it will be some kind of risk because it's a niche, you know, like of course more and more people is interested in the subject, but still if you look at Gambian streets, you'll see most people rather wearing. It's nothing bad. Yeah, the yeah, but that's the truth. So obviously I knew it will be a challenge. And then obviously, as you said, I'm not Gambian, so I was thinking like, how will people react for my services? But I can say it's going very well because actually, you know, Gambians are in general, to me, they are very nice people. And when they see person who is Tubab, they think that most likely my service will be just it will be professional, because most likely I'm educated in Europe, and people view it rather as something good. So I never experience any unpleasant like reactions. Rather, people say, "Wow,
service is good."
That they see the difference or something like that.
That's true. Because I've been to your place and I see the professionalism and the ethic you have in your work. Do you think this is something that is a defining factor in business when you're doing something?
Yeah, I think it's very, very important because you know, like in general, many people say that it's difficult to find a very professional places in Gambia, and maybe the reason why is there is not many places that can actually teach how to be professional. Yeah, so but to me, obviously, I can't imagine to open the place and to you know, and to do something just
haphazard like that.
Yeah.
You touched on a very important topic, which is about you focusing on the natural hair. I found that amazing as well when we spoke and you talked about the natural hair, because I think as African women or Gambians, Senegambians especially, we are very guilty of lowering our wigs and our fake hair and all that, you know. I don't know if it's a sense of inferiority complex or the need to yearn for something that you don't have that you want. So coming from you doing that, because there are people here that have salons, but they don't even know how to do natural hairs. So you come into that direction, I think it's very unique. How has that been for you? And why focus on the natural hair?
Yeah, in general, I believe that we should be proud of who we are. Yeah, and in general, for me, African hair is beautiful in its natural state. Yeah, and I view it as beautiful, although I don't have this type of hair. And I would like every woman in Gambia to feel the same about herself, to feel proud of her heritage, to feel proud of her roots, and to just proudly be wearing natural hair. I'm not saying you shouldn't wear wig, because you know, we women, we like changes, and it's a normal thing. Wig is giving you the space to look different, without making any major changes in your natural hair. So that's a good thing. But then underneath the wig should be well-treated, beautiful natural hair.
Oh yeah, you should see what's underneath people's wigs. Oh my God.
Believe me, I see. They come to me. So, but in general, yeah, it's a good thing, because then you can just go home, relax, remove your wig, and you know,
and cool off a little bit, have some air.
Yeah, and still have nice hair, and your husband will look at you and you know,
be like,
he will still like you.
Yeah.
Even without the wig. So, so I guess that's a good thing.
I saw a post on social media at the time. Somebody said that her husband was coming home with his friends, and he texted her and said, "Oh my God, I'm coming with my friends. Go put on your wig." I'm like, who does that? Because this is the misconception as well. The people have to feel like they have to have that to feel good. I think another excuse that we have as well, maybe it's not true, because you're an expert, you can kind of elaborate on this, is that maintaining your real hair, your natural hair, is very difficult. I think it puts people off from wanting to manage it for themselves.
Yeah, that's true. I wouldn't say it's very easy, okay? Rather, African hair really needs attention. Yeah, it needs more attention than actually any other type of hair that appears on the earth. And you are just unique, you know, you're just very special. But on the other hand, there are very simple steps that you can follow to make your hair routine very easy and your beautiful African natural hair.
Do you think
grow.
It's conditioning? Moisturizing?
Mainly it's about hydration, but also about being very regular. Yeah, not regular once a month, but regular
like a routine,
like once a week. So you must follow the routine. If you stop it, then even the most expensive conditioner or the best hairdresser will not rescue your hair. You just need to do something for yourself every week or every other day, and then you will see the beautiful results. And maintaining African hair will become very easy to you.
Tell us about Afro Blondie, your place. It's quite a little special place.
Well, we are focused there on, as we are saying, about treating natural hair, helping the clients to understand more about what to do and what not to do. So the natural hair journey will be very sweet, very easy, and you will be really enjoying how your hair grows. And it's so beautiful to watch customers who are coming to us for a while now, and they will be just looking in the mirror
and the results.
They'll be just like stretching their hair because obviously it's coily. They'll be stretching it. Wow, it's up to here, and they'll be like enjoying. You know, it's so fantastic to see. And yeah, so next to our hair treatments, we have facial treatments that we are actually starting.
Can I talk about this one now? I saw on your social media you're gonna start having chocolate facials.
Yes.
Hello.
Yes, yes.
Oh my
So
God. That's delicious.
yeah, so we are just trying to do something, again, something that is professional, quality, and also for the affordable price.
Right.
Because again, what I see in Gambia is that you either have very expensive places,
Yeah.
which like without even good advertisement, and you, like I wouldn't even go there because I
Right.
don't know what they will do for that $2,000 or
Right.
something. Or you have those like
Yeah.
completely unprofessional places when they will, you know, like just use something that
Yeah.
you have in your kitchen to put on your hair, on your face or
Yeah.
hair, and then you pay very low price, but also it will not be professional at all. It's a
Right.
DIY that you can do at home after watching the YouTube, you know.
Yes.
So we need people here who are professional, who are educated in that field. So because hello, it's
Your
face.
face, you can trust with anybody. Yes.
Yeah. So
Once a mistake is done,
Yeah.
then that's it.
yeah.
So business has been going booming for you. Do you engage in any thing that's to do with the beauty industry in Gambia, be it fashion shows, or do people know you're around?
Well, it starts. You know, we open in March,
Okay.
so now I'm focusing to establish my salon very well. Yes, for it to become well known,
Right.
and then I'm planning to go into other areas as well.
Okay.
Yeah. So because I guess if I will not have strong base, then it will be very difficult for me to move from there. So I want to have very strong base first, and then I would like to go more into education in the beauty industry because Gambia needs it. Gambia needs educated professionals. And also I would like to have my line of the cosmetics as well, for it to be available for women to, you know,
To use.
to be,
Because we have quite a few that are cosmetic schools owned by Gambians, and they do like cosmetology, and they have students that graduate and they do really good, amazing things. So you coming up with something that would be amazing as well. Like I said earlier, the more the merrier. You can't have enough of these things, you know. So how do your clients find you? Is it through your social media posts, or is it challenging? Because even for people that live here that have businesses that have been established, the business sector can be really dry, especially when it comes to beauty. Because I think as Africans and Gambians, we have this ability of feeling like we have a know-how. Like a lot of people will be like, why would I go pay 300 or 400 to go wash my hair? I can just wash it at home. How important is this?
Yeah, well, when it comes about how people find me, well, usually through recommending to each other. Many of my customers, this is how they came to me. But another very large area is social media. It's very, very important. This is what I can recommend to any young business. Run your social media in a very nice way. Don't post just anything and anyhow, just whatever you have. Just post something that is really good and professional and introduces your work very well. Yeah. So that's working for me quite well. Whenever I post something, I'm trying to boost it, which means I pay money to promote it. Yeah, and then I get a lot of phone calls, and from every single advert like that, I have some customers coming to me, and many of them are becoming regular customers. So that's really helping me. What didn't help me was what I tried at first, which was posters and flyers.
Oh God.
And they were like, they didn't survive even one day. So
why is that?
I don't know. I was just like, I put the posters in several places, even within the mall, and next day I didn't find any of them. Like they were removed.
Oh God.
By whoever.
Wow.
You know? So I was like, no, that's not a.
No, that's.
I'm just throwing away my money that way.
Yeah.
So definitely, social media is fantastic. It works very well in Gambia.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, we're all into our social media. We're gonna go for a short break. Then when we come back, we have more of the beautiful Naomi. Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned.
That moment when you get confused and need help, you become so frustrated, and right there, someone, something just rescues you.
Ifan Kanta, lean on us whenever you run out of credit. Now, upgraded, dial star 393 hours to borrow up to $50 anytime. QCell, Sunyu Sim, Sunyu Boss, we innovate, others follow. Terms and conditions apply.
Welcome back to the program. I'm still here with Naomi Brandt of Afro Blondie. If you don't know about this place, go check it out, 'cause it's the bomb. It's like one of my new favorite places now. We're on another topic at the moment, but I want to just go back because I think before we went on a break, we were talking and it was so intense. Something just came out of my head, and I remember during the break. You know, like in fashion and beauty, we all have an idea of how we want to look like and how we want to be, and sometimes I believe that people can be so convinced about how they want to look or how they think they're supposed to look that they don't even trust a professional.
Yeah.
You know. Like we all sometimes guilty of it. I think especially women, when it comes to us, we find it very difficult to believe people. Like you tell somebody, don't use this cream on your skin, they're like, yeah, whatever, I'm gonna do it anyway. And then when the result is bad, you just end up being mad at yourself. Do you face these challenges, like being an expert? Like, because I think when somebody comes to an expert for consultation, you should put your trust in that person to know they're telling you the right thing.
Yeah.
Do you face constraints when it comes to your clients? Like you tell them, don't do this on your hair, and they go on and do it and stuff like that. Does it happen?
Yeah, it happens. Happily, not very, very often, but it was one of the challenges I faced the first months I opened the salon, because to convince some people that their natural hair is beautiful is not that easy. So sometimes we will do this natural beautiful, in my eyes, it's very beautiful. Yeah. But they'll be like, am I nice? Is it fine? Because it's natural, and she doesn't believe it because maybe she grew up in this thinking that only relaxed hair, like straight hair is nice, you know. So I'm trying to convince my customers that yes, you are beautiful naturally. If you take care of your hair, it will be very pretty without a wig, you know. And so that's one of the challenges. Another one is that, as you said, I'm trying to be professional. I studied a lot about those things, about the science behind the hair. So I can tell, I can tell what is good for your hair, what is not. But some people, they will still not believe me, and they will continue with their like DIY treatments, as I said to you before, like mashed banana on their hair and other things, which they claim that are making their hair better. However, later on they will come back to me and say, my hair doesn't grow, it's so dry, and it's not nice. So obviously, if you will continue with your mashed banana, you will not get anywhere. So there is a need of professional, and I want to offer that professional knowledge to people. I don't charge for knowledge. Anyone can come to me, you know, for the free consultation, where I can explain what to do, what not. And so why not
believe you?
Yeah.
Because we all have different hair types. We all have different follicles of the hair that need different kind of treatments for different problems, obviously. So do you think this DIY thing that's trending so much, is it a good thing?
Well, I'm not saying it will make you harm, but definitely it's not having a big potential to work. Because you see, our hair doesn't have the stomach for it to be able to digest food. Yeah, because any food that gets to our stomach obviously is properly processed for our body to absorb. Hair doesn't have that stomach. So there are people who study for years, and they are professionals, and they are scientists or doctors, and they prepare all those nice conditioning treatments in the laboratory. They are dermatologically tested for the reason. So they will take those beautiful foods that we have here, oils and so many other
extract.
Yes, and they will remove what's the best. They will process it the way your hair will be able to absorb it, not having a stomach. Yeah, but if you put directly the food on your hair, it will give you something, but
God knows what it is.
exactly. Okay, it may feel different because you have this slippery banana on your hair, but it doesn't give you the real benefit.
Yes, right.
Because if that's the truth, then all Gambians would be having long, beautiful hair. You know,
Right.
there are bananas growing everywhere. So you know.
I also personally think that maybe if it was coming from somebody who has real, like somebody who had natural hair, they would believe you. Or maybe because you have this long silky hair, they'll be like, what does she know? Anyway, are you kidding me right now? Like, seriously, you're talking about natural hair. What do you know about natural hair?
That's true. On the other hand, I sometimes say to Catherine, see, look at my hair. It's long? Yes, it's long. I say, so I think I know what to do to grow this hair, you know?
Right.
And they're like, oh yeah, okay, yeah, you are right.
Yeah.
So, you know, doesn't matter which texture we have. If we don't know what to do, even this our Tubab's hair is not, will not grow very well, you know?
Yeah, that's right. Okay, also, I have friends and people in the Gambia that are not Gambians that sometimes face really, really difficult times in their businesses. It could be from being like kind of embezzled out of your money. You know, I know people that come and collect money or taxes and stuff from them, try to embezzle them from money. I know people who face competitors from different businesses and they run away of the country and just go set up in Senegal or somewhere else. How conducive is it for businesses like yours in Gambia?
Well, it's also a lot of challenges here because, for example, what I experience is definitely the situation that some people, they would like to now come and look what I do and copy the very same thing. This is something that I see in Gambia. I don't see that in Europe really. That, for example, there is a lady who sells groundnut at this part of Serekunda and it's going well, you know. And then other ladies, they look at it and they say, wow, groundnut is going well here. Let me put 3 more tables of groundnut, you know, because this corner is the groundnut corner. It's very good one. But obviously, when 4 of them now selling, nobody will have good profit. It's too many of them. So the same thing is kind of happening in this beauty industry right now in Gambia, that salons are popping out very quickly, one next to another, thinking that maybe since this place, you know, since this person has many customers, if I open next door, I will also get some customers. But it doesn't work that way. Because then you yourself spoiling the business for someone.
And yourself.
Exactly. You will not have much customers because now you have to share with someone. You know. So that's.
Don't you think as well the fact that maybe there should be a copyright system that should be in place? Because I think it's very free and just flippant that you can just copy something from someone and just paste it somewhere, or you could just copy. This is something I have a problem with because I have a bachelor's degree in fashion design and fine arts, and I still haven't established my design label, my brand yet, because I want to make sure when I'm doing it, I am ready. I have crazy ideas. My idea of fashion and design might be very different from a lot of people, but the only thing that I have been very intimidated from is having my vision. I don't see fashion as just wearing clothes. For me, it's a way of life, it's a vision. I studied it for 4 years, and I know it inside and out.
Yeah, I can see you're passionate about it.
Yes, from all sectors of it. One thing I would find a big disadvantage as a Gambian is to have my ideas and my vision and everything out there, and it just be taken away from me, and I don't have anywhere to go and say, hey, that was mine. Who am I to say that there's not? Do you face this thing in the part of your world as well as a beautician? Can you tell us more about that?
Well, because I'm doing something different, something which is kind of like new in Gambia, which is treating natural hair. People, they see that it's going well, it's going very good for me, so they try now and copy it. For example, I have a lot of people who are coming and it ends up that they are hairstylists.
So they're spies.
Yeah, because obviously I do the interview with every single customer to learn about their hair routine and things like that. So sometimes it's just coming out naturally that okay, I'm working at the salon, you know. So, and then from there we are going to that they want to learn about my treatment so they can put it into their salon. Well, it's nothing bad to learn from others, but we should do it in the way that we will just learn from someone, inspire, or we should be inspired by someone,
Yeah.
and come and do something of our own.
Yes.
But not to copy and paste. Yeah, the same thing happened with my pictures and with some of the whatever I put on my Instagram or Facebook. I meet sometimes with the situation that my pictures ending up at another profiles, or even the explanation of the things. You know, I like to share knowledge with people, and I don't charge for that or anything like that. So they will just copy my whatever I shared there, and they will put it as their own words, which is kind of
Do they write to you prior to that to say, hey, for example, like, I like what you're doing, can I copy and share?
Absolutely not. So, yeah. So that's the thing. So it's sometimes it's disappointing, but then on the other hand, I know what I'm doing. You know, I'm convinced. So this is what I can tell you as well. You are very passionate about your work. You know what you are doing. You are educated. You are a very strong lady.
Thank you.
Whatever you will do, I'm sure people will love it. And even if someone will make the attention of copying it, it will not be even close to whatever you're trying to
Oh,
do.
thank you.
So
Thank
I'm
you.
sure of it.
Thank you. Thank you. I don't even know what to say. I'm blushing. I'm blushing. Thank you so much. Because these kind of nature need to stop. We're a small country. We have a lot of talented people, and we are so much into the things that we love and our beauties and stuff like that. I think there's a piece of the cake for everybody.
Yes, of course.
But there's no need to be like copying, and there's nothing wrong with copying actually. If you copy something in a respectful way, like you said, for somebody could be like, hey Naomi, I like this that you did. How can I do that? Or how can you teach me?
Yeah.
And even show appreciation
Yeah.
of where that kind of came from. You need to recognize the potential of other people.
Yeah.
This I think is something that it is disappointing, like you said.
Yeah.
How is it like in the mall for you, being at the Mall of the Gambia?
Well, it's good. I'm not complaining. You know what? Actually, it helped me at first. I was looking for different locations. Obviously, I was targeting like Senegambia, you know, this kind of areas at first. But then, actually, ending up at the mall was a blessing to me, because there is so many people there already, you know. So I remember my first month I opened and was like, God, will anyone even come to my salon? You know, like I was so
Intimidated.
stressed.
Yeah.
But then so many people who actually have the shops at the mall came to do their hair just to see what I'm doing.
Right.
So my first month was actually a success, although
wow.
I was expecting like sitting and just drinking, you know, coffee all days, but it wasn't. It was very good. So assuming I'm somewhere like separate, you know, I have separate shop at Senegambia or whatever.
Yes.
I'll have to like advertise a lot before someone will even recognize me.
Yes.
So that really helped me. So places like mall, when you have so many shops, are good places to
and
have
so many
business.
different people coming in. So your clientele will be very, very different every day. It's quite interesting. And you have, how many staffs do you have? You have Gambian staff, or you have staff from Poland, like yourself?
No, I have Gambian staff. That was my desire from the beginning.
Okay.
Because I wanted to create the workplace for someone who is Gambian.
Okay.
Yeah, I wanted to support that field in my small way.
Yeah.
So at the moment, one of my employees is pregnant.
Oh.
So we expect
an
delivery
Afro
soon.
blondie baby.
Yes. But the second one is actually, the girl is still learning, but she's very, very good.
Awesome.
I'm so proud of her, and she's still with me. Yeah.
Oh, that's very, really good. That's nice. So, Naomi, we're going to get to this part where, or maybe I should go for a break. When I come back, then we do that, because I think you need a breather for us to get to that page, because it could be a bit emotional. So don't go anywhere. Stay tuned.
Thank you.
Buy your QCell credit using your QMoney account without any hassle. Cash in any amount starting from $10 and enjoy the amazing services QMoney has to offer. With QMoney, life is easy. Visit your nearest QMoney agent to cash in or call customer care on 133. Don't forget to wash your hands with soap after handling cash. QMoney, Sunyu Kalpe. We innovate, others follow.
Welcome back to the show. And if you follow the program, you'll know we have a segment that is called To Inspire in Your Own Way, and a part that is called It's Personal. I'm going to fuse the two because I think we're out of time, but you're going to get the grill anyway, so let's just get to it. Okay, I'm going to start with the Inspire in Your Own Way. Obviously, I've been away from my country multiple times, many times. And I know how hard it can be sometimes to adjust in a different place where it's not where you were born or you were raised, or you just accidentally or somehow just found your way there because of life and destiny. It takes you to different places. Yet you inspire a lot of people. You're creating job opportunity. You're part of people's journeys and people's lives. For example, I've come to you, I've done my nails, I have my nails done so professionally, looking good, and it's part of me. I wake up every day, I think about you. I'm like, oh, my nails are yummy. So you're part of a lot of people's life, whether you know it or not, and in a very positive way. I think you're one of the most positive people I've met. How do you inspire in your own way, just generally as a person?
Well, you mean how do I get inspiration?
How do you get inspiration in life, just as being Naomi?
Okay. Well, in general, I have people who I admire. Yeah, I'm not the person who like to meet a lot of people. You know, I'm rather the loner.
Yeah. Okay.
But then I really appreciate the company of people, like interesting people, you know.
Okay.
I like to follow their work, I like to see what they are doing, and it's giving me a lot of inspiration, especially people who are, like a lot of people here in Gambia I really admire, because obviously their possibilities are limited, way more limited than in European countries or in America. And still, those people, they are just doing their best, coming out of poverty, not having any sponsors or wealthy families or whatever, and they are still step by step building up their own businesses. Or you know, it's just amazing.
Yeah.
So they are my big inspiration.
Oh, that's lovely. And obviously, there's trials, and tribulations in life. Nobody just wakes up and make it. Be it from here or the UK, like you say you lived, or Poland. What has been life lessons that have been tough for you, that makes you the strong person that you are today?
Well, I went through a lot since my childhood, and I come from a rather poor family. I know most of people think here, what is she saying? She's a tubab. But we have poor families in Poland as well. So since childhood it was very difficult. It wasn't easy, and so since I was small, we were going through difficulties, and my mom was teaching me how to appreciate what I have, and to always try to do something for others. Even though I don't have much, I can always find a way to do something for others. So this is what I'm trying to do.
And how amazing is that you've been taught those ethics in life, and you end up in Africa, in a country like Gambia, where I'm not saying we're so poor, but we're not rich either. So I would say, being a woman of God, there's a reason for everything in everybody's life. Maybe all those life lessons was leading you for you being an amazing person that you are, like here.
Oh, thank you. Well, I definitely believe that every experience that we go through is teaching us something, and it's up to us if we will just learn from it, or if we will just break down, and if we will just
give up.
Give up. So I believe that not everyone can just go to Africa, leave everything behind, like someone who was born in Europe and just go to Africa and move there.
It's not easy.
And it's not easy, because change is very big. I've seen many of my Polish friends coming here, and they just absolutely cannot stay, from many reasons. But mainly, many of them, they were just, maybe they just cannot adjust, they are not
the culture shock.
The cultural shock is too big for them, and they cannot go through it. So I believe that my experience in life in general, they prepared me very well for living in Africa.
So being like a woman of substance, adding value to what you're doing, if there's one advice you could give to anybody who's watching this that wants to go in business and, you know, about taking risks in life and being out there and doing what's best for you and what makes you happy. Because one thing that I loved about you when I met you was you followed your heart to do what makes you happy. You felt like being here makes you happy. What would you tell somebody watching you?
Well, definitely for the young people, I would like to say that use every opportunity that you have, because I've seen so many young people who are just making themselves unhappy. You know, they struggle in life. They maybe the situation in the family is not easy.
It's hard, yes.
And it's also poverty is there very, very strong, and they feel like they have absolutely no hope. And it's like they are putting their youth, their energy, everything that they can do, they are putting it to the box and storing it somewhere, waiting for nothing to happen, you know. And I just feel like I would like to tell them, try and do something, you know, because I appreciate even a man who keeps walking within the mall with the box of air freshener, you know, he's trying, he's doing something.
That's true.
Maybe it will not give him very big money,
yes.
but this is what he can do at the moment, and he's doing it. So I would say use every opportunity you can get, and just don't waste your best years for complaining that I have nothing, and please send me something, or give me something.
Right,
you know?
right. Where do you see Afro Blondie going in Gambia? How far do you see your baby going? And how do you want Gambians to come in? Because I think we need to support, we always say we need to support our own, but I also believe in supporting businesses like yours as well. Because you're doing nothing wrong but adding to the socio-economic development of our country. As much as we want to support our own, we should support businesses like yours too. How do you want the people to come in?
Well, yeah, I understand that what you say. I'm not a Gambian, so sometimes when I see all those posts in social media, support Gambian businesses, and I'm like, well, you know,
we're here too. I'm here.
No, sometimes I feel awkward, you know.
Yeah, I know.
But somehow I feel part of that, because I'm trying to do something for the Gambians. I love to beautify Gambians. So why should I should not be supported, you know, if I'm doing something good for them. You know. So yeah, I think I would like Afro Blondie to continue growing, definitely, and my focus is on the treatments. Hair, facial, very, very good quality.
You're getting into that facial thing as well, like the therapies in some time to come.
Exactly. Starting from December, we're supposed to start with most of our treatments. So I want this place to be recognized as the place when you can trust the professional. You don't have to worry that we will do something wrong with
you.
Yeah, and also you want to see the results. That's the thing, that you want to see the difference after coming to the salon. So you don't want to feel like I could do it at home. You know, it's the very same thing. Yeah, you want to feel like that was a special treatment for you.
So the Gambian experience, we have a short time to go. What has the Gambian experience been for you? If you were to leave now and go back home or go somewhere, what would you, okay, like if I say Gambia right now, what comes to your mind?
Well, first of all, amazing people.
Okay.
Yeah, Africans in general have this flow, you know. It's like you are so natural in whatever you are doing. I love everything about people here. To me, you know, they have very big personalities, and they are also very creative. You can learn a lot from them. But actually, the main thing that I have learned here is how to be happy with little thing you have. This is the most thing that I appreciate about Gambians. They can just, you know, you enter this compound, chickens everywhere, you know, goats, everything, eating all together from the one
plate or
plate, and they are together. They don't have much. But they are somehow happy within the family. We don't have that in Europe. Everyone is busy making money, you know.
Jumping on the trains, drinking lots of coffee.
Of course, and they live in those big villas, but then everyone is in different corner of the villa. They never eat together, they never
see
talk.
each other.
Yeah, so that's amazing about Gambia.
You are so Gambian, it's crazy. If you were to choose a Gambian name for yourself, what would it be?
Oh, I've been given so many Gambian names already.
Like what? Like what name?
I think one of the names is Sona, definitely.
Okay.
So many people call me like that, and Fatu, yes. So
Why is that?
I don't know. People, I just pass by and people give me names, you know, and usually they'll give me either Fatu or Sona. Why? I don't know.
I don't know. We have to find out about that. We get to find out. So before you go, even though it's sad, I don't want you to go. And I have to say this: you are so professional in what you do. I have to say this story for you guys to hear. This lady here did my nails last week, and because I'm so out there and everything, I broke 3 nails within a week. I messaged her. I said, "Oh my God, I lost my nails." She texted me back and said, "How many fingernails did you lose?" And she came into the studio today with nails and a glue to fix my nails before we did this program. Where do you get that? That is so cool, Naomi. Thank you so much for rescuing my hands.
No problem. You're
I
welcome.
love every minute of having you here. Before you go, what would you leave with me for the program, for my guests and people that are watching this program? What would you want to advise them, give them, just your parting words?
Well, first of all, I would like to thank you so much
you're
for
welcome.
having me.
You're
You are a
welcome.
very, very kind
You're
person,
welcome.
and I really appreciate.
Thank you.
What would I like to say? Come to Afro Blondie.
Yes, of course. Yeah.
Come to Afro Blondie. You will see for yourself what we are having for you over there, and in general, I would like to share with people that I'm very proud of being here. I'm very happy here. I don't think that there is no challenges. Of course they are. My life is not just roses.
Yes.
It's a normal thing. Every single person has challenges.
Yeah, that's right.
But then, like I say, I'm more happy here than in any other place in the world, and I traveled a lot. So yeah. So Gambians, appreciate where you are. You don't have to go somewhere else to be happy. You can be happy. You can find your own way to be happy in here, even though you can be very poor or you can have challenges.
Yeah, thank you so much, Naomi. It's been such a pleasure, and I hope you come back. Keep us updated on what you're doing on those facials. We can't wait to have them, and I'm wishing you all the very best of luck with your business, and that I hope Gambia keeps treating you nice and lovely. Are you married?
Not yet.
Do you have a Gambian boyfriend?
Well, I have Nigerian boyfriend.
Oh, you do?
Yes.
Hi, is he here? Maybe, yeah.
Yes, he is in Gambia.
Yes. Okay. Hi, boyfriend. It's been a pleasure having you, Naomi. Thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you had an amazing experience with the beautiful Naomi. It's been such a pleasure. I really don't even want you to go, but still, I'm sure I'll be seeing you every other week at Afro Blondie. Go support my girl. She's doing an amazing job. And up till next time, with a new personality, somebody, it might be you watching me. So stay tuned, and thank you so much for sticking with us. Bye-bye.
Thank you.